Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Making sure my mic is on. So, I really enjoyed doing my last story time, and I haven't had that much fun filming a video in a while. Well, I've been having fun with like this new recent resurgence of videos, but as far as the story time, that was the first time in a while telling a story time was like super fun. And it reminded me like why I started my channel in the first place. Like it's just for fun. Like it's not meant to be like the super serious thing. Obviously, I cover like serious topics sometimes, like what I want to say, but overall, it's here to just like have fun and kiki and giggle. Like I don't know, like I think that's like kind of the whole vibe at least. Let me grab my water. So today's story time, basically, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it's kind of an interesting one. You'll just have to like stick around and find out. But basically, I was in high school and we had like a video project to do. And for some reason, like we needed like a scene with like a ghost. And I don't even remember exactly like why we needed a ghost, but we needed a ghost. And I think the group I was working with, I didn't really care for the ghost, but like we were gonna do it anyway, so I was just like, whatever. You know how group projects go. It's just like kind of whatever idea gets thrown out there and is mutually agreed, like mutually agreed. Everyone's silent. But like um it goes how it goes. Group projects are like never that girl. I was never a huge fan of group projects. They always stress me out. But I was pretty close with like the people in my group and they had mentioned like there was this really cool place that we were gonna film at. And I was like, okay, like that sounds fun. And during this project, like I had already kind of had like a little bit of an argument with someone in my family. So I was like so just like and didn't want to be at home or whatever. It was a really bad argument too. So I don't know, we're on the open road. Mind you, we're in a small town and we're like going out of town. I'm like, literally, what are we doing? We were still in high school, so I was like, like, where are we going? And they're like, you just gotta see. And we're like going out of town. I thought we were literally just, I don't know, gonna find like this kind of cute spot in town, like super niche, like no one's heard of it. But we're going on the open road, like on the outskirts of town. And then we come across this like I don't know what are those things called that are at farm a silo. Like I think there's like it looks kind of like a tiny silo and it's like aluminum and there's a gate and this is what I knew. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like literally what are we doing? So like there's this like gate leading up to like this silo looking thing with like a little shed next to it. I'm like, what the fuck? Um and like my friends are like looking back and forth like okay we have to look for the cops so we can like get through here and mind you these are friends that I've had for like a really long time and like we are literally like the nerds we are literally like AP classes like people are scared when they miss their homework so I'm like what the fuck are we doing like literally so I don't know we're looking side to side like for these cops or whatever. I'm just like taking a glance. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? And my friend opens this gate so we can go to like the silo and freaking shack in the middle of nowhere. And so we drive up. I don't remember. We might have been in my car too, which could have gotten me into so much trouble if we got caught. But nonetheless, like I was having an argument with like someone in my family and I didn't want to go home. So I was just like, whatever, like, let's go. And a crucial part to the story that I forgot to mention is like we had this lunch table, right? And um like it was just during lunch at school one day, and one of my friends is like, okay, I got a Ouija board and we're gonna do it. And I was like, like, I don't know why I was so down to do it. Like, at this stage of my life, I'm like, absolutely the fuck not. But, to be honest though, I was like really going through it in high school, really going through it. That might be like a whole other video, just kind of like what went down in high school. It was nothing good. Nothing good. Besides, like, I got good grades, but everything else, nothing good. Like, genuinely. Um, so I was like really randomly down to do this, and we were like going to like this cool place to do it. Mind you, the cool place in question, a silo and a shack. So we get in through the gate on the side of the outskirts of town, and we like, I don't know, they kind of just like walk me to like the shack, and we're like a group of maybe like 4 or 5 of us, and we're just going in the shack, and it's just so like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like kind of whenever I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, like what the fuck are we doing? Like it wasn't just like a shack, it was like leading somewhere. Like it was like leading somewhere underground. So we go in the shack. Honestly, I was kind of like, what the fuck are we doing? This smells disgusting and looks so sketchy. But like, I don't know. I was just such a people pleaser that I was just like, I don't know. I maybe this will be fun. Maybe this will be fun. And so we're walking through, and there's like, I don't even like. I'm trying to remember. There was like, just a bunch of shit everywhere. Like it's obviously like something abandoned. Like I can't exactly remember if it's like a mine shaft or like just tunnels underground or like a factory. Like it was kind of getting a lot. Like a lot of different things were going on. But we go down, and there's like just kind of like a lot of concrete things. Like there's concrete on the walls, there's concrete little things that you're stepping over. Like think like concrete like walls, like that are sometimes on the side of the road. Like I feel like those were there. And then randomly, like we're going down this thing, and then we have to like literally like crawl through this space. Um Not like like in Zelda where you have to like crouch and crawl. Like it wasn't like that tiny, but it was like we had to like there was like a crack. There was like I believe it was like a wall, and then there was like a crack in the middle, so we had to like slip through that crack, and you kind of had to get up. Like literally, what the fuck are we doing? So we go through this crack, and then yeah, we finally see like pretty much everything in this place. It was so big, and you would not expect it at all. It was like a silo and a shack from what I remember being on the outside. So I think it was like something underground, like it was like an abandoned mine shaft or something. And everything was so freaking dark, and everything was just so freaking disgusting too. Like we couldn't see, and it was definitely just like sketch the house. Like again, it was so big too. Like I really can't emphasize that enough. Is like it was just really massive, and like I didn't want to like get lost or anything. And I was kind of once I saw how big it was, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like I do not care to explore this or whatever. But we kind of just stayed in like the first room that we went to. Like we didn't go anywhere else crazy or anything. Like you know, it was this big room. So we filmed this thing for our short film. Literally, I remember whenever we showed it in class, it looked so fucking like we're literally just like filming in the park and like I don't know, like going down the slide. Like acting like it's whatever the fuck. And then it pans to us like a ghost in like this abandoned mine shaft, and it's so freaky. I feel like I remember being the ghost because I remember doing like a little dance. I was like, ooh, like under like a sheet or something, like just a ghost dancing in an abandoned mine shaft. And our teacher was concerned as fuck. She's like, "What the fuck is that?" Not like that, but you know. And so we go ahead and shoot our scene, and like one of the only reasons we came here was to do like this freaking Ouija board or whatever. And so the girl who had the Ouija board literally backs out of it. She's like, "I don't know, guys, I'm not really feeling it. Like, let's just go." And I was like, I know I was ready the fuck to go. Like, I didn't know exactly what the fuck this place was, but wasn't that the whole reason we came there in the first place was because y'all wanted to do this stupid shit? So, I don't know. Now I can kind of look back on it and be like, divine intervention. Like, God wanted me to avoid that at all costs because let's be so for real. Like, no, who's messing with the Ouija board? Like, it's not fake. It's not, like, F that. F that. No, no one should be doing that with peace and love. And yeah, we just kind of like skedaddled and went the fuck home. But it was so fucking weird because it was just like, what the fuck do you mean you know a place and it's like an abandoned mine shaft? Like, so disgusting. It was hard to breathe in there. That was like the part for me. I was literally like, okay, let's film. Like, disgusting. And I feel like you see a lot of people, they go to like these abandoned places and they get like fucked up. Like sometimes there's like still water in there and they like fall in there and then they die because there's like a brain eating amoeba in there. Luckily that didn't happen. But I remember what we were standing on, it was like not that stable. I remember like literally like it could have been one or two times. This was one of the biggest reasons why we left is like we were standing on stuff and it literally was making like the loudest like crash noises. Um Maybe not crash, that's a little much. But like it was like when like a house settles, I feel like it was making noises like that, but it was so loud because the space was like super big. So like it was like freaky. It was freaky. We should have wore masks too. I mean, that was before the panini, but like literally, it was so freaking gross. And I just wish they would have been like a little more transparent. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? And the whole reason we went there, we didn't even end up doing it. So I think, honestly, from my memory, that was pretty much like the last time I hung out with them because why the fuck would I ever do that again? I know it's crazy. I'm like literally like, why the fuck are we not going to do the Ouija board? Like that's the whole reason we came here. Even though I was like so fucking freaked out. Like it was literally like, get me out of here too. But I remember we had discussed it for so long, and you're gonna bitch out at the last second. I hated that. Like if we're gonna do it, let's just do it. You know what? I know why it pisses me off now. I know why it pisses me off because I knew I was kind of scared like going into it, but I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it. And I literally didn't know anything what was happening, anything at all, where we were going, what we were like, what I was to be expecting or whatever. And then, what do you call it? I think they maybe gave me like an inkling, but it was not what I expected at all. I was like, what the fuck? I thought like it just wasn't going to be like that. And then we finally get there, and the thing we've been talking about for weeks, we're not going to end up doing. Something that was transparent, we're not going to follow through on it. That's what I don't like. That, you just got to think about things. That's exactly why I feel the way I feel about that. Um, But yeah, that's pretty much it. I stopped. I mean, it was literally a group project, so it was like, like a forced hangout. But I was friends with them, and I don't know. That's kind of just the last time I remember hanging out with them. I don't really remember a time after that, unless it was like a school event or something. But yeah, I think that's all I have to share today. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.